as if the hypocrisy could not increase. Surprise. As promised, extra show this week. Um, so y'all gonna be hypocritical in the middle of the week, Blackistan. I feel you. I understand there's not a lot that you have in your favor, but when you see a very, very small speck that you can jump in there, you jump in. And I feel you. I feel you, Blackistan. Welcome, y'all. Who we got up in here? Brown Beauty is here. And Medusa, welcome to the Mod Squad, Hunty Bunty. If you are supposed to be a mod, please inbox me on Patreon, and I got you with your URL, and I got you. Marie Baker is here. She says proposing to a man is weird. To any man is weird, and I couldn't agree more. So Boom is here. We have Kinsey in the building. Patricia Love is here. Choky 80 is here. Who else? Who else? We have Peace Azor in the building. Tams is here. This was y'all talking before I showed my ass up. Trinity is here, and she's up here as well. KB is here. Hey, Kiki, how are you? Glad to have y'all. Jay is here. I'm so anxious to drag. I'm just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Jessa is here. Merlot is here. Hey, Satin Doll. Julissa B is here. Who else? Who else? Before we get into the fucking hypocrisy. Hell no is here. Love the name. All right. You know you're going to see your shit up here. So, Jody Turner Smith. Okay. Share screen. Y'all, I am highly, highly disappointed to find out that the beautiful Jody Turner Smith calls herself proposing. She got on bended knee or whatever, because I don't have any pictures of it, and asked Joshua to marry her. I can't tell you how disappointed I am in this beautiful, chocolate, even-skinned ass woman. Completely disappointed. But here's another thing. Just last week, Blackistan said that it's okay to propose to men. Men are the prize, and women should indeed propose. Look at how beautiful she is. Beautiful ass woman. But my thing is, last week it was okay. Blackistan, what the fuck happened? What happened, y'all? So now it's not okay? Listen, I don't agree with it, but it was okay last week. Stop this screen share. Since we have to drag Jody, we're going to drag her as best we can, but things are supposed to go in a first come, first serve basis. And there are a lot of mammies that beat Jody to it. Okay? They beat the brakes off Jody to this nonsense. Jody is not alone in her proposition shenanigans. You mammies are also here, right? So you got to bring receipts for Blackistan, because Blackistan call you a lie. Blackistan say they full of shit. They just bitter. Bitter ass bitches. How dare you? Well, let's go ahead and bring some receipts up, and we're going to clown and have some fun up in here, because you got me fucked up. All right. Y'all know I like this little crunchy ass program, and this one is called Women Proposing is Okay in Dustville as long as he's dusty. All right. Let's look at some of these beautiful proposals here. I mean, remember what the manosphere said? You bitches wear a weave. You need to go natural. You need to lose weight. Well, this sister here, she's not fat. Her hair is natural. She's looking pretty damn good. But guess what she had to do in order to secure one of these worthless dusties? You got it. Got on one knee. And that vest is so tight on him, it looked like it's getting ready to take his motherfucking blood pressure. Am I lying? Am I lying, Trinity?
No, you're not.
I'm guessing that the vest is going to say that his blood pressure is 140/60. That's just in my experience. He's not overweight, but he is indeed dusty. She is a beautiful girl. And everybody in Blackistan in the background is egging her shit on. It's a beautiful thing. He got his lips pursed. Remember we said they was damsels in distress? They getting this routine down. His lips are pursed and he's ready to go. Sweep him off his feet. Knight in shining armor. Let's go to the next one. I didn't see any drags happening here. This one right here. I had to enlarge this picture, y'all, so y'all can see the work khakis. Sis is prepared. Sis is prepared to play the role. She said, I'm going to have to be the man, goddammit. Might as well put on my work khakis. We're going to put on matching shoes. Fuck doing my hair. Dusty, can I have your hand in marriage? Where was the roast here? Did I miss it? The SLG, did I miss the roast? Had you seen one?
No, no roast.
These are the proposal khakis, I guess. Gone, girl. Let's go. Oh, more Blackistan citizens in the background egging the bullshit on. Egging it on. She is proposing to a Swatch watch, turquoise shirt wearing dust ball. Don't forget the proposal jeans, and look who's the working person in the family with the work badge. There was no problem here in Blackistan. As a matter of fact, this photo went viral. I've seen this on my timeline several times. And the posts with these often accompany a Dusty saying, see, told y'all we was the prize. Let's keep going. Had to spread this one out. I wanted y'all, because the photo was small. Look how he's covering his face like he just, like he's Rapunzel or some motherfucking body. On the beach, and here she is. I don't think she really wanted to do this, but in order to secure her Dusty, she had to go ahead and do that. All I can think of when I see her is poor baby. She real young. I'm going to cut her some slack. She don't know no damn better. And it's also in the diaspora. This happens to be some continental dust. Okay? So for those of y'all that are saying, just stay away from American man, that ain't going to cut it. You're going to get ashy knees too, sis. Because he ain't here for it. Let's keep going. Oh my God. Oh my God, L. Both hands over his mouth.
Both hands looking like a biatch.
I
He looks
can't.
so gay.
Honey, he looks like he has laid down and had 3 or 4 children. He cooks and cleans. He is a freak in the sheets and a lady in the streets because he finally got the ring he was looking for. Opinions. What do you think about this, honey? This right here is the most disgusting one in my opinion.
Yeah, it's the hands on the face for me. Like, this just looks so gay. Like, another man should be across from him the way he's holding his face. Like, this is a mess.
Well, when she get home from work, she gonna find out. When she come home early, she gonna find out. I promise you, she gonna find out.
He gonna have that glitching in their bed when she get home from work.
Okay. This is from a still from a video I'm getting ready to show y'all, but look at the tightness. We got another blood pressure here. The tightness in a club, and he's leaning back like, girl, I know you lying. Girl, I know you lying. Blackistan eggs this shit on too. Unapologetically critical. What?
I have no words, honestly.
Honey, she needs lotion because she's going to be down for a minute. Now, with this particular one coming up, not even the preferences are free of this shit when it comes to the dustpans. They are even proposing. I saw somebody in the comment section saying it's just y'all that's having to do that shit. The ones we want, we propose to them. Well, I already knew that, but what's happening here? What's happening here? Interesting shit. Here we go with the hands over the mouth again, and this one looks like she's getting ready to go in labor on the beach. They love this one the most because this is the most degrading picture I've seen of a pregnant woman in a very, very long time. She's so pregnant that she literally, I don't know how many of y'all up here have children, but when you hold your area, the bottom of your stomach like that, that's because the baby's putting pressure and you're trying to relieve some of that pressure. She is getting ready to explode, and we got crust ball here saying, girl, no, you didn't. Girl, no, you didn't.
This is the sickest one.
It is.
That's
It
pathetic.
is. It is. She has a family to take care of now. That's not. She's gonna be the man of the house. Soon as she get up from that hospital bed after that baby, she got to go to work and support the thing with his hand over his mouth. But let's keep going. I'm gonna tell you something. Blackistan loves this shit. They love when black women propose, but it bet not be in front of somebody that ain't them.
Right.
So, with that picture, a dustball put, "This is beautiful, fellas. Remember, we are the prize."
Ah!
Mammy,
How
The
do they
prize-
not have shame over this?
The prize of
I
what?
need
Like,
I guess she wanted. I guess everybody on the market for a Dusty. They are a hot commodity for some odd reason. They out here sharing them. They out here riding a dying for them. They out here proposing on the beach, 9 months pregnant. You can't make this shit up.
you the prize, but you oppressed. Like, so what do you have to your name if you're the prize? Black men have nothing to their names. They're the least
Dusty.
employed. They're the least educated. Like, are you serious?
Yeah, whole thing. But remember, they don't like when women propose. Remember that. Now look at what this one said. Can we normalize this?
No, the fuck we can't.
No, bitch.
Absolutely fucking not.
Can we normalize this? And what is up with the pants and the blood pressure?
They
These
zesty
pants-
as fuck. That's why.
Honey, I can damn near count the change in his pocket, them pants so tight. Do you
But-
hear me? He got about 48 cents. I'm sorry,
Wait,
go
is she
ahead.
pregnant?
He got about 48 cents in his left pocket.
Oh my
I
lord!
can't tell.
And
Is she pregnant? Sorry to cut you off. Like,
She is.
so
It looks like it.
I think
Oh my
so.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
she pregnant naked, y'all. She pregnant naked.
And y'all know what's so crazy is that black men will sit here and say that we're so masculine and that, we won't let them be men, but then they want us to normalize this. Black men don't know what manhood is, but they want to tell us about our womanhood, and that's the issue that I have with them.
So we gonna have to stop giving them that label and just call them Dusties, because this is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. But let's watch a proposal, y'all. Y'all ready to see a proposal? Ugh. This proposal is of the steel that y'all saw a couple seconds ago. There is no bottom. There is no bottom. Share video file. Jesus Christ.
The fact that she's proposing is bad enough, but the fact that she did it in a nightclub, I've never been.
Oh shit, let me get that.
Gross.
So let's just stop it on the tattoo on the back. Y'all, this is disgusting. So whoever was on the black women, y'all need to quit proposing. They love this shit. They only upset because Joshua doesn't look like them. And here's the deal. If you are going to play yourself and propose, can it be for somebody that's going to stay? Can it be for somebody that's not part of the lowest men on the totem pole? Can it be for somebody that's going to claim your baby? Can it be for somebody that actually has a bank account and a career? Or y'all gonna pretend as if Joshua with his little tendencies, I'll give you that, but he's still better than a Dusty. Still better. If you're gonna get on your knee, which I don't recommend, Please don't. It's a bad look, Jody. I'm Jody. No, ma'am. But at least it wasn't in front of one of these dusty, crusty, oppressed men. Any old ways, Island Girl, it's on you, baby.
At the end of the day, you really can't talk shit about Jodie. Although it's just so sad to know this, that she really proposed to this man. But at the end of the day, she's better off. Her child will be better off. He clearly loves her. He'll be there for the child. They seem to be fine. It just sucks that she was the one to propose, and I hate the term that he used when he was explaining it, like saying she was adamant. I didn't like that, like he was forced, but you really can't talk shit. It's just like with that football player that beat that girl's ass. It's like black men had a lot to say about that, but it's okay. As long as it's a black man that's doing it, they're fine with it. But when it's a white man, all of a sudden everyone has something to say.
Yeah, it's the hypocrisy for me. One day it's okay to propose because quote unquote men are the prize. Then the next day it's she played herself. So you're gonna have to either pick whether you agree or disagree. I don't agree with women proposing. I'm more traditionalist. That's just an opinion. You do what you do. But
And this is the same. Oh, sorry. This is the same black woman that they didn't want before because she's too dark for them, and she grew up feeling ugly because of them. But all of a sudden, they just care so much about this woman.
They don't give a fuck about her. They accuse her of pretending to like black folk when she played in Queen and Slim. That mammy saga, because that's all that was. Okay.
She had to get her coins.
Right.
They thought they had another one.
The black community loves struggle love movies. Oh my goodness.
And I didn't even watch it. I can't tummy that shit.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it either.
Well,
she died, guys.
She did.
She died. Yep, she died. He didn't.
No,
why am I not
I
surprised?
just messed up my time today. That's all, because I was calculating the hour thing. That's all. I was calculating that hour thing. I didn't do it right when I set my timer.
Look, I don't think she knew she was
because I usually start at 7.
Yeah, she don't know.
She didn't know. I went ahead and muted her. I didn't want her to put none of her business in the street. Goddamn. But yeah, they are so double standard out, and the fact that she died at the end of that movie, I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
it is what it is. It's just another day, another hypocrisy in Blackistan. It just depends on who you doing it for, is if it's wrong or not. If you giving the world or building up some nacre, it's all right. You're a good black woman. You doing what you're supposed to do. It's divinely written already. If you hand your white man a cup of tea, you a whole bed wench.
That's fine. Yeah, why I don't agree with her proposing, like, look at her. She don't need to propose. She don't need to get her knees for nobody. I mean, unless, because that's the only reason I get down there. But
I'm sorry.
I don't agree. Like,
I'm
she's
sorry.
so
This
beautiful.
is ridiculous. She's gorgeous.
Ridiculous.
You're absolutely right. She's gorgeous. If I was in that nightclub, I would have, before she got on her knees, I was, hey, let's go to the bathroom. I need to talk to you. I don't care if she cussed me out. Yeah. I just couldn't watch it. I couldn't watch it.
Right. She looked in the camera and said, I'm about to get on one knee. Bitch, no. What?
And it's the effeminate men that they're doing it for also for me. I'm like, wait a minute. You should at least have room to put your hand in your pocket. I'm talking about these pants look painted on. It looks like
that looks like a RuPaul reject. RuPaul wouldn't wear those pants.
They're giving bus in all these pictures.
Yeah. The way
like putting your hand over your mouth like that.
I'll get down for one thing, and it's not that.
Period.
Must be crazy. Look at her in the dress.
That floor is probably disgusting too.
Yeah, probably sweaty as shit.
Did you hear the mammies in the back? That was dope.
No,
that
the fuck it wasn't.
Man, that was dope. That was so dope. But if that dude was Chad, it would be a problem, girl.
Right.
Don't you know about slavery? Don't you know about Jim Crow? Don't you know your melanin, no, sister?
Right. I'm so tired of hearing about slavery. Talk about something else. Like, you niggas are taking plantation photo shoots for your wedding. Like, really? Stop with the bullshit, because I can't.
please stop lying, because if that's true, I might have to pull that up too.
Girl,
Please
Another
stop
content
lying.
creator actually posted that.
yes, this man. The
He's
caption literally
viral.
said he's no longer a slave. He's like got shackles on in a fucking cornfield, and this white bitch is like standing over here, like, are you serious?
I'm sorry. Hold it down. I have to go ahead and see what the fuck. That sounds like a made up story.
No,
Just go on
sis.
Google. Just go on Google. It's made its way around everywhere. Just look up black man, white woman plantation photo shoot, basically, and you'll see it.
A mess.
Y'all are serious.
Yes,
I'm
Oh
serious.
God, it's real.
it's real.
Hold on.
But y'all mad about Jody
Real as
getting
a
on her knees
cottontail.
for her baby daddy, for the father of her child,
And
but
you
y'all
know,
in cornfields?
and
Well,
you
I need a
know,
cotton bag, bitch.
and you know what's crazy though is because the black community barely said anything about this. All they said was, "Oh, he need Dr. Umar and he's in the sunken place." But I guarantee you, if this was a black woman, the
Oh my
black
God.
community
Oh,
would have a ball with
end of
them.
the world. End of the
So
world.
it just is what it is. Like this is what I'm saying. It's just like black women, like I laugh at black men who call us bed wenches. You black men are the only group of men who are known to date outside their race more than every other group of men. When people think of the word biracial, they think of black and white, and specifically they think of a black man with a white woman. So if anything, black men are the biggest bed wenches ever. So
It's
Y'all,
okay
let's
for
see.
them because they got a white queen. So
and keep her.
They just want that white man to blow their bus out. They ain't fooling me. I know what y'all want.
Yeah, it is because y'all, when I was looking for receipts today and I put my keywords in, I can't say up here, but there was a lot of Dusties mouth to mouth resuscitating Brad. Okay. There was a
Mhm.
lot of those pictures, more than I even cared to mention. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? What's going on? There is no logic in Blackistan. You're only allotted one fucking role, and that's to keep these black men up. That's it. That is it. Yesterday, I was listening to a video, and I might share that shit here too. Motherfucking Nature Boy said, "Y'all get the government jobs, and then if you don't bring that money back to a black man, your ass is going straight to hell because he said it's divinely written."
That's fine.
See,
well,
I need to do a gif of me giving all my money to Brad, just dollars,
Girl.
showering it down. I would be stripping in front of Brad, just giving him the money and
Right.
stripping, just to piss his dumb ass off.
Them
The
ask you
day,
to look for your IP address.
the day I get down on my knees for a knick-knock will be the day Satan comes up from hell and shows hot coals up my ass. Because I'm confused. Like, y'all that desperate? Y'all getting on your knees for she was giving me desperate vibes because she got on her knees, but y'all getting on y'all knees for niggas with no job. They don't take care of your kids.
yeah, people.
They constantly give you BV. Like, what?
Can't we
That's all they're
move?
good for is disease,
Seriously,
misery.
demons.
The fact that they even opened their mouths to even say anything about it, it would have been better if they just didn't say anything, just disagreed and was like, I ain't gonna touch that. I ain't gonna touch that, because last week it was okay. And you look like you jealous. That's what it looks like. You look like you jealous. Like I said, I don't need nobody proposing to no goddamn man. I don't give a fuck if the motherfucker's polka dot. But last week it was okay because you was the prize. If you take your ass on Facebook and use your keywords again, there's a bunch of posts on there talking about how we need to normalize this. There's nothing wrong with this. And even the mammies jumped in. Ain't nothing wrong with proposing, but to the, the C word. I ain't gonna even go there.
Ooh,
Okay? That's what's up. Hold on a second. LC, are you back yet? That's my goddamn cue. Every time I call somebody name, they like, Elsie.
Elsie. Okay.
Yeah, it's literally the letter L and the letter C. I know it sounds like one word, but it's not.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Well-
no, they are jealous. Go ahead, unapologetic.
well, Nature Boy, he's no different. He was getting his bus blown out by the white man too.
I watched him get his bus blown out by a white man.
But
I
y'all
don't
are
know
how
so
could you do
manly.
that?
They're so
How could you
manly.
stomach that?
It was hard, but you know how you watch a train wreck, you can't
You
stop
can't look
looking.
away.
I guess so. I could not. You're braver than I am.
I couldn't look away, and it was underwhelming. And he was the one moaning, y'all.
Of course.
Oh, gross.
I'm
They're
sorry to
animals.
put that in y'all head, but he was the one moaning.
Yeah.
So Blackistan got their nerve talking shit about anything. Shit gonna happen in the IR world. Yep. And this is one of those things that's gonna happen.
And what's
But
funny is,
but y'all can't talk. Go ahead, baby.
oh, sorry. What I was gonna say is that what's funny is that there was this audio on TikTok going around of Nature Boy saying interracial relationships are natural, and when you go outside your race of people, you're doing something to that effect because the audio went out. But it's like you're getting blown your back out by one or whatever those Blackistan kids be saying. So
Wow.
I mean,
That white
This
dude
is
jacked him
why.
off, y'all. And
he
it was,
did.
you saw what I was talking about, Dad.
Yes. It's fucking disgusting, honestly.
This is why. This is why they hate us so much. Because really, when a black man gets with a white woman or any woman of whatever ethnicity, non-black woman, she cannot raise his status.
No.
Okay? But when Brad picks up one of you guys, you're going to get all the benefits
Oh, somebody want to talk.
that brings. Okay?
Have y'all
And
ever
so
seen a very rich white woman pick up one of these dusties? I've never seen
No.
it.
No, that'll never
well,
happen.
there was
Nope, never
one.
seen one.
Who?
There was one. He was making the rounds as the good-looking convict. This white girl, she's pretty wealthy.
Oh,
She
Well,
Jeremy.
picked
he's
up
white.
him.
He's kind of white passing, though. He doesn't really. I mean, if you really seen them with anyone, it looks like a full-on ape.
Okay.
Not only that, she had a couple dollars, but extremely rich. Not she wasn't rich. She just had a
Okay.
couple dollars. But I've never seen that happen. And they don't want to talk about that. They're not going to fuck with you, sir. It's not the one we're not the ones that they don't want. Okay. I'm not saying every Chad is jumping out the bushes trying to snatch up a black woman. No, that's not happening.
Yeah.
But honey, anytime they lust after you, it's either for experience that they haven't had before, or a couple of dollars that you got throwing a ball through a hoop or kicking one through a goddamn field post. It is what it is.
Mm.
It
And
is what it is.
they think they're doing good big shit because they're on these teams and they're shooting basketball and they're running up and down the field. You guys are putting on the modern day minstrel show for the real movers and shakers. Like those people in the skybox, they're laughing at you niggas because y'all making them money.
Yeah, they own them.
Yeah, they like
Yeah.
Own the team
I
first.
think they want to be girls. I really
do.
Well, they do.
they're gay.
They do.
They
There's
act
There's
like
so
it.
many of them transitioning. There are so many of them transitioning. It's insane.
I was just getting ready to say that. And in my opinion, this guy on the screen, he in the middle of transition, and there is no motherfucking way that them pants ain't squeezing the juice out your nuts. You know, they all at this little the tight pants what is it level. The next level was what? The skirts and shit. Next is gonna be a full-on bussy right in your
Yep.
damn face, and you gonna be the one in charge of child. They out here paying alimony. Mammies are paying alimony around this piece.
Girl, it's
Mary J. Blige is the first one I think of whenever anyone mentions that.
these
It's
bitches out
tragic.
here licking niggas' asses and still proposing. Like
Whitney
you licking
Houston
his
did the
ass
same
and you
thing.
had to get on your knees to propose? No, bitch.
Whitney Houston did the same thing. She
She
paid
licked
off
ass.
Bobby's child support.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
She did pay off Bobby.
No, I think yeah, Mary J. Blige was paying child support for a daughter that wasn't biologically hers. I mean, I don't even know how that happened, but it did, and until she was 18, and she's still riding on her coattails. She's not even related to her blood wise, but that's why she's on these stupid reality hip hop shows or whatever. She's using her name.
I will
TB
say
did
this.
it too.
Who?
TB, the vegan lady.
Mm.
Oh, I know who
Yeah,
you're talking
yeah.
about.
Yep.
Yeah, even like the thing about Yandy, I will say this: I don't fuck with Yandy from Love and Hip Hop, but that bitch was smart Cause she legally married him because she didn't want to pay that damn child support. She did something right, I'll give her that, but she's still fighting over that niggas. And he
Girl,
told her
she did
he
everything
told her he
else.
didn't
I
want to
felt
fuck with
like
her.
she should have married him. All the other shit she
Yeah.
did.
And then he told her, I
She
don't even
still
know if I
lost.
would stay around if he went to jail. This lady waited years for you, sir. Like
She
you're a
waited
joke.
years for him and took care of him the whole time while he was there and took care of his kids. So she might as well have married that hoe.
Almost 10 years. It's been 6 years he was in jail and she was holding him down, doing this, taking care of the kids, out here fighting with the other baby mamas just so the kids can see each other, like running, I think, like 2 or 3 businesses. Like it's ridiculous. And then he had the nerve to be ungrateful because she wasn't writing him every day and saying that he don't know if he would have did the same for her. All
I'm so
because
glad I don't know who y'all talking about. I swear to God, that sounds like a mammy master.
she
Oh,
is.
she is.
She is like I had never seen a mammy like that before, but she's a mammy. And even after dealing with all of that I just said, she got arrested the BLM protest with that girl Portia from Housewives.
Oh
She
god,
got pepper
people need
spray
to
too,
stay
didn't
at
she?
home.
Yeah, she was out there protesting and marching with everybody else. She had the afro and everything, got the BLM signs in her hand, and she got arrested and pepper sprayed in her face.
Yep, Portia did too. I didn't remember that when that happened.
Yep.
Yeah, I actually kind of want to be a troll and do a counter protest for BLM.
Girl, it
I
Lord.
won't
know.
even
I
be
know it's not a good
the Dusties.
idea. I know it's
It
not a good
won't.
idea, but it pisses me off.
It won't even be the Dusties that be upset with you because they already
I
know
know.
they mammy soldiers gonna take your ass down.
Oh no,
Girl,
they're at home. All the bussy boys are at home.
Right.
welcome back, Island Girl. The hypocrisy for me. Every goddamn day is something. I was not gonna go live today, y'all. I'm literally chilling last night. Just having fun in the Discord. We doing our thing, talking about various things. Next thing I know, I'm like, good night, y'all. And then I closed my Discord and then I just was browsing. Joshua Jackson reveals. I'm like, please not this. Not this. I'm gonna have to go live tomorrow because I didn't want nobody gonna watch these bitches don't say nothing about Jody. Nah, us bitches gonna say something about Jody. She was dead wrong, but y'all got a whole lot of shit to clean up before y'all can come for us. For real, for real.
Right. They like to pick
Mhm.
and choose what they talk about.
Exactly.
They
Yeah.
don't talk about these black athletes beating these women up, but that one time that white dude beat that black girl up. This is what happened when you mess with white men. Y'all
Y'all
beating
remember
bitches' heads
Chad?
in.
Child, they talked about Chad Wheeler until the cows came home. I mean, the cows was like, "Hello, I'm back," and they was like,
Right.
"No, we ain't done."
Yeah.
It was like, we ain't done. It's
Right.
Yeah,
like
they
we,
were talking about. Sorry, they were talking about him while fucking hitting black women as they speak. Like it's ridiculous.
Right.
Yeah.
but
These
yeah,
niggas beat everybody head in. They
yes,
beating
they
they
do.
beating their preferences head in. They beating black women head in. They beating their fucking kid head in. Like I don't.
Right. And then you're not allowed to generalize them, but they get to go around and, the one white guy that they can pick out of the needle in the haystack of, then it's like, oh, well, that's why you shouldn't be messing with white men and you should have just got your brother. Like, as if y'all haven't been out here being the P words and being abusers, like, since forever.
Well, white men do it.
Yeah,
Right.
for every dusty white man that they ever mention, you can name at least 50 black men.
And what's
Thank
funny
you.
is that they say, "Oh, well, white people do it too, or white men do it too." How come black men can't ever do anything good that white men do that
I've
is
been saying
good?
Right.
that for
Right.
years. Been
Yep,
But you
saying
can
they
it for
do
are
the
years.
useless.
but you can do all the bad things that they do, right? Like
Yep.
it just doesn't make any sense. Like y'all are buck broken, um, uh,
Bussy boys.
yeah, fruity sugar booties, yeah.
Thank you, Sapphire Regis. She said they just mad because Jody did not propose to a Blackistani
Yup.
Dusty, and that's a fact. Had she done that, not only okay, y'all, if she would have proposed to a Dusty, they would have gave her accolades for probably a couple of hours.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, y'all remember when she did this, you don't get no passes as a black woman. You don't. If you're in their good graces, it's only temporary. And too many black women have found out. Jill Scott, ain't that right? Ain't that right, Jill Scott?
Sherry
Well,
Shepherd.
okay, with they alimony paying asses.
Child support. Oh Lord.
I can't.
I wish I would.
I'm not
Shit.
listen, I'm not paying for your lunch, much less your child support, sir.
Exactly.
I'm not paying for sustenance. You could starve to death as far as I'm concerned, because isn't that what they said about us? We should die in our own, drown in our own piss. Remember that?
But they're the ones that end up drowning their, like dying, sitting in their own piss, because they're the ones who die alone.
They're the ones that are always on the street corner asking for money.
Yep. Like you can walk around with a sign in your hand. You can definitely go apply for a job.
Yep.
Every time
I drive past them. I almost ran one over.
You should have.
No, I mean, it's illegal, technically. I wanted to. Trust me, I wanted to. But he was in the way, and he was just like yelling at some other bum across the street. He was crossing the street, and he was talking to some other bummy white chick. And as I was turning, he was literally in the middle of the road. It would not cross the street, would not get out of the way. So I finally just honked my horn at him and swerved really close to him as I was turning. Like I really wanted to hit him. I did. I would have been doing the public a service anyway.
Yeah, just play damsel in distress. But nobody can do damsel in distress better than a goddamn Dusty, and that's a fact. I mean, shit. Can we normalize this?
No.
I wish I had this girl's info, because I would love to see where they are today. I think this picture is how old, like 2 years. Let me look.
It's happened recently, didn't it?
It was at the beginning of the year, and then the post got shared, incessantly for the rest of the year. I wish I had her shit so I can ask her, is he still there?
No.
He's such a punk. Who lets a pregnant woman kneel and sing?
Right.
I thought that guy had to wear a wedding dress. He should be the one in the dress at the goddamn wedding. Real talk.
Oh, you know they wear women clothes anyway. They wear your clothes when you leave.
They literally don't know what manhood is. That's why he allowed for her to propose, because they want to be called kings and leaders, but they want you to do all the work. They remind me of those black boys I used to go to school with, who our teacher would force us to be in a group project, right? And they would depend on you to do the research. They depended on you to write the shit. Like it's literally a group thing. One person is supposed to do the research, the other person writes it out, stuff like that. But they depend on you to do everything, and then they want to take credit and get the exact same grade that you got. That's what they do.
That's in every industry. When I used to work actively as a nurse, the male nurses, especially the one, because I live in Georgia, y'all. Remember that. So it's a lot of dust in Georgia. Okay. The male nurses would literally have others pass their meds for them, have others change out the IV, all this extra shit, because they were quote unquote strong. So they'd sit around until we needed to lift a patient and hold it over our head, basically, that we couldn't lift them. So if you want us to lift them, you're going to have to do some of our work in exchange. They are just like that. They never grow up. They never change. And in every industry, I've only worked as a nurse ever, but in every industry that I've seen, the experiences like this, they can't help you. We say that every time we get up here. They can't help you. They can't. The one Dusty I was working with, his name was Charles. Okay, shout out to Charles. If you recognize my voice, fuck you, nigga. So his girlfriend did everything, all his homework, all his assignments. She would show up to our group, because back in the day we had to meet in order to get our projects done. They would show up. He would bring her, and he'd sit there with his arms folded. If he had a phone, he would have, been on it. But this was way before cell phones and all this extra shit. Honey, she did all his work. You can tell, because when it was time to read orders after we all graduated, this motherfucker didn't know his ass from his appetite. His patience was in danger. I don't even know if he's still practicing right now, but yeah, that's just how it is. Let me scroll back up to this.
They just they're saying normalize this. They feel so entitled. Like, it's ridiculous.
Thank you, Lady Solaris. I appreciate you. She said, hey, y'all. He also probably wanted 80-20 effort on helping his pregnant fiance stand up. I can't do this, y'all. Um, get off your knees.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and share this goddamn link so that we can get somebody that disagrees up here, because it looks like the consensus is that y'all agree that nobody should be proposing to any man. We got
No.
any progressive ass women in the chat? There is the link, and let's do this.
Yeah, I want some feminists to come up here. I want y'all feminists. I want to hear y'all.
These men are so delusional. Ugh. It's disgusting.
You
I
even
just
got
noticed that they want women to go down to their level always. They're never going to man up in any way, but they want the women to get down on their level to the point that they're down on their knees proposing. And it's not just black women; it's women who are outside of the diaspora. I don't understand how they're training these women to be this desperate. I don't get it.
I think it's because black women have allowed it. And I think that for some reason we have some sort of voodoo over society. But it seems like a lot of people try to copy and compete with black women, even if it's for an ape, when they're not worth it.
I wish I would.
I would rather jump off a cliff.
Girl, like I always say, I would love to deep throat a cactus when it's in
Seriously.
full bloom. Before I would, I mean, deep throat a cactus. I'll deal with the emergency afterwards and go, let them pick all them prickles out my neck. But I would literally, I'm not even being funny. I would just try my best to deep throat a thin cactus before I competed for Dusty.
Seriously, if y'all ever hear me talking about, oh, my black king, send help because I'm obviously being kidnapped and just
And
send
can
help.
I just piggyback? Can I just piggyback off the fact that it's like, you know how Blackistan is like pissed that she proposed to specifically, a white man, and she's with one because they did it with Gabby Sidibe, even though he proposed to her. And they did it with Eve and every other black woman that they can find, which that's on a rare occasion. It's like these same women, specifically the ones who have Joni Turner Smith phenotype. This is the woman who was deemed for for decades and for a very long time as undesirable and just ugly to black men's eyes and stuff. And it's just like, this is the same woman who you guys said you were not going to protect, and how you don't owe us anything, and how y'all aren't obligated to do anything for us. But it's like they feel like we're obligated to still stick around and hold a brother down. Like, this just proves that we live like in a culture where you're just here to cater to them and their needs. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous.
What did they say about Gabby? They were saying that she proposed to him. Is that what you're saying?
No. I said that they were mad because she got engaged to him, and I was saying that her man proposed to her. She didn't propose to him.
They was mad. They was saying, they was like, oh well, she could have got a black man. It's like
she actually tried.
Y'all didn't want her.
No, she tried, and she couldn't.
Right.
She actually tried to give them a chance so many times. A lot of them actually do. I wouldn't recommend it, but a lot of them did first before they ended up saying, fuck it, I'm just going to go tour and celebrate it.
Well, the same thing with Serena. They did that with her. All the wailing, the weeping. Oh, we lost a sister. And now, first of all, I'm nobody, but I wouldn't touch Common with a 10-foot pole. She even went there. I would touch Drake with the 10-foot pole. She even went there, and they treated her like second leftovers. I mean, so basically, here's the gist of it. So we're supposed to wait around. Hopefully, a brother is supposed to walk his dusty ass near us, and we're just supposed to take off our underwear right where we stand and go, "Here, massa, it's yours." That's what we're supposed to do, and the fact that black women don't do that has got them riled up anyway.
I think we got some mammy, y'all. Oh, yay. It says, and let's see what we got, because it says God is a something. Here we go.
Oh, Lord.
This is going to get fun.
Hi.
What up? Hello.
How dare you use Black Jesus and don't know how to talk? Come on, Black Jesus, say something.
Yo, desperate ass women.
Get the fuck out of here, bitch.
He knew. He already knew he
Goofy
needed
ass.
someone in his place.
Goofy sugar booty. Go back to Kid and
Stupid.
Samuels. Go back to your
Why?
sugar booty daddy, Kid and Samuels.
Why on earth are they even here?
I
Oh
thought
my
I
god!
said mammies. Come on. See, I told y'all, mammies, they trying to take y'all place. I shared that link for you, mammies. And Black Jesus came up.
Oh my god. Black Jesus is not. Let me shut up. Let me shut up. Let me shut up.
Black Jesus, do you have a crush on me, sir?
Yes.
Because
You don't have. Sorry.
I think you were here last time, but under a different name, maybe. Because your voice, I can catch a Tyrone voice real quick because
No,
Tyrones
they
are
all
not
sound.
allowed to talk to me. So when I hear one, I recognize the voice. Do you have a crush on me? Because I can tell you where to go in the back chat where they would absolutely love to hear your voice because they are very male identified over there. Would you like that?
I think all black men sound the same.
They do.
Yes.
Well, we need to start putting disclaimers up that we have no bananas and we don't have any cash.
Yo.
And we
So
don't
they need
have,
to stop coming over here.
and we don't have any Hennessy or some hot Cheetos or some Black and Miles.
Or pig
Sorry.
feet or anything.
And
Yeah,
no,
we
you
don't
can't
have any hot
remember.
sauce. We don't have hot sauce or fried chicken and watermelon. We don't have that. Sorry.
So I was
We
at the
don't. We don't drink Moscato.
Ugh.
Oh, shit. That was their drink for a minute, wasn't it?
So I was at the VA today. Get my blood drawn, all that good shit. Why am I walking out and this big fat black nigga get out of the car to talk to me? He's like, "Oh, smile. It's just hot outside." I'm like, "Sir, please get the fuck on." And then he's like, "Oh, you can't speak?" And I'm like, "Hey." And then he's like, "Oh, you got a husband?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Can I have your number?" I was like, "No." The fuck? And then he's like, "Oh, well, I just thought I would talk." Boy, fuck you. Like, I got in my car and drove off. Like, why would you get out of your car to talk? Like, what made you think that you could talk to me, first of all?
The man.
At least he got his exercise for the week.
Big fat. Oh my god.
The mammies made him think, shit, ain't none of y'all too good for Dusty. What you mean? They can get the worst white women, but they could get the best of you. That's how they were trained.
You thought. He tried it. I looked at him like, "Boy, you see me? The fuck?"
It's like I'm finer than a motherfucker. You should
Seriously,
assess
you
the
tried it.
situation. Assess the situation and know when you're grabbing outside of your league. And you,
Oh,
sir,
yeah.
with a face like that, you need to lead with your wallet and a very good vernacular. Because
With a face and a body like that,
man,
sir, you thought. Get your fat ass back in your mama car. Don't talk to me again.
He
We
thought
don't have any Newports over here, Tyrone.
Black and Miles.
He thought you were supposed to be grateful.
Girl, I
The
would rather go
dudes
play
not-
in traffic, honestly.
I was just gonna say I was at Target earlier today, and this really kind of scummy, kind of skeezy looking white guy tried to get my attention, and I pretty much just stared him down. Like, it won't work for them, and it definitely won't work for Dusty.
Ugh.
Unlike them, we actually have taste. It doesn't matter if the one criteria isn't, they're just white and then we're gonna fall for them. No.
Right.
They have to have some sort of substance. They will date anything with white skin, not us.
Yeah.
that includes dogs, and that's the brand I was thinking of.
Sister Sweet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I couldn't think of. I was gonna say Backwoods, but that's another one of them
Right.
corner store bodega boogie down Bronx ass.
Always got money
Cigars.
for weed, never got money for gas.
And I don't do ugly people because, I'm already gorgeous. But it's like, even if I do date an ugly white guy, he's going to most likely have other things that make up for it. So
Yeah.
at least we do that. Black men don't even do that. These women
No.
fat, ugly, stank, can't read, all of that. So
But look,
Oh my
usually
God,
can't.
yes.
as long
They
as they
put-
have white skin, it don't matter.
they put Joshua in the same category as tight, skinny leg pants wearing Tyrone at the club. Listen, I ain't bigging up Joshua, ain't my type. But honey, it would be Joshua all day if it was between you and Joshua. Joshua
Yep.
wins for 500, Alex. Damn it.
Like if they were real men, when they saw that woman get down on the ground, they would be like, "Girl, what are you doing? Like, let me help you up, sis, because
Right? It
you
would
must
be
be out of your mind." It
emasculating.
would. They don't. They have no masculinity. They want to be us. That's why they get happy and put their hands over their mouth like bitches when women get down on their knee to propose to them.
That's why
That's
they're always screaming about submission.
Zesty
who's
ass
this?
niggas.
Who's this? Who's this? Hi.
Hey, Pickles and Jelly, how are you?
I'm well. How are you, ladies?
We are awesome, damn it. We don't mess with the dustpan, so we generally stay in a good mood.
My whole thing is this. Why do I'm at a point where I'm not going back and forth with black males at all. I don't talk to them about especially gender thing at all. At all. Don't date them. Don't look their way. They say, hey, how you doing, baby? No, fine. How you doing? Thank you. Thank you. Living in that church, thank you. Get the fuck out of my face. Like, oops, sorry. Like, but really, like, why do they come to our spaces? Stay out of our spaces. We're
I
done
keep telling
talking
mammies,
to
Pickles
y'all.
and Jelly, I keep
When
telling mammies that they would get more dusties up under their belt if they pretended like they didn't like them.
Yeah,
Because
we're the
we
ones they
can't
want.
right, that we can't keep them out of our face. Lord knows I can't, and I'm in my 40s.
there's an excess of black women. So if there are women divesting, it shouldn't even matter. That's my whole thing. Stay out of our spaces. Leave us the hell alone. I came up during a time where all I saw on the internet was how much black men hated black women. That's all we saw. So why is it so freaking hard? I mean, that's common sense. Some of us are not going to stick around. Like, we're human beings. Even a dog likes to be pet sometimes. You keep on kicking a dog is going to run away. A mammy might not, but I sure as hell am. I'm not like, what is this? Like, I don't understand. I just don't get it.
Well, here's the deal. Mammies, you got the best advice. Either hop over the fence for real or just pretend like you hopped the fence and then you'll get more dusties. I can't guarantee you what's going to happen because it's a real dangerous, sticky, sucky situation. But if you that desperate, which you are, because we just showed receipts of your desperation, say what you got to say to get what you got to get, sis. But when something happened to you, I'm gonna cover that story too. You better believe that shit.
Well, I think
I
it's
think
an
that
affront.
Go ahead, y'all.
I think it's an affront to their ego.
Yes.
No,
Somebody's background is on.
It's an affront to their ego for us to think the way we want, feel the way we want, do whatever the hell we want. A black woman is not supposed to be able to do any of that. Historically, none of it. You have to be told by the collective what you should look like and what you should do. And since now, that's why they hate the whole feminism thing. Feminism killed the black family. There was no
Black men
black
are the
family.
biggest feminists in the world.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They are the biggest feminists in the world.
Exactly.
They want black women to do everything they do. Do you know where the 50-50 concept came from?
No.
Feminists. That's a feminism concept, going 50-50 on bills because you're equal. Black men are the biggest feminists you ever want to meet, ever. And they can't stand feminists, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And that's why I had referenced the feminist earlier when I talked about the proposal thing, and somebody was like, "Oh, not all of us feminists agree with that," which that is true. Not every feminist agree with that, but most of them do because they want to be seen as quote unquote equal to men and stuff like that. So it's what it is.
Celeste doesn't
I would
agree
like
with
to
you.
interject really quick, and then I'm gonna step
Celeste,
down.
wait. Hold on a second, y'all. Say that again, unapologetically critical.
I think Celeste Radcliffe doesn't agree with you.
Okay,
She doesn't agree with
awesome.
us. You can click the
Awesome,
link,
Celeste.
sis.
Yeah, let me go ahead and give you the link so you can come up and say what you got to say. See, that's what I'm talking about. The banter is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. You will not get your head bit off. I honestly want to know what's up.
Yeah, I want to hear.
Yeah.
Let me put that back in the chat. And boom, there we go. Celeste, let's do it, baby. We got to know.
The stage is open for you, sis.
Yes, it is. I didn't see any.
Roll out the red carpet.
Oh, I just want to say really quickly before she hops on that
She ain't coming up here.
they they like to chase people or chase women that don't like them. They really I don't get it. They love to do that because you
No,
notice
it's
that
their
they're always
ego.
chasing after. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's what the
Sorry,
whole civil
it's their
rights
ego.
movement was about. It was about forcing your damn way into establishments that don't want your ass there. They always want to be somewhere they're not wanted. That
Yeah.
is serious. You sitting at a lunch counter where they specifically said they don't want your ass in there, letting them pour sugar, salt, grits, jelly, all this shit on you, just so that you can come there and get an egg sandwich. I can't.
I don't know if you saw this video, DZ, but this happened in Georgia. And so basically these two black guys, this was on TikTok, and they went to Cracker Barrel, right? And they said that Cracker Barrel, that was the most racist like restaurant in Georgia. So they went there on purpose, knowing how racist it was. Then they were filming and showing us like the racist little salt and pepper shakes, and the black little caricature with the red lips, and then they were filming how they were getting treated and stuff like that. And it's just like, if you knew this place was already racist, what was the point of you putting it on TikTok, and then you got over 800,000 likes and over 1 million views? Like, I didn't like, they just want people to feel sorry for them, and it's pathetic.
They love to be victims.
Yeah.
They like being
Professional
victims.
victims.
Yeah.
They like being victims because if they're victims,
Uh-oh. She disappeared.
Oh no.
She probably having an allergy to dust. She'll be back. Somebody in the back room is named Karen Truth, and Karen, your device is not connected. I hope that's Celeste, because I got to hear, what we said that you don't agree with, and that would be awesome. So Karen, go ahead and, get your device together, and you will have a chair at the table, ma'am, because the ladies in the chat already know what's up. They just come here to chill, play me in the background so that they can cook their dinner or do whatever they doing, paint their nails or whatever, and just listen to me do the rantings of a zealot, truth be told.
Right.
Up, she disappeared.
Oh.
Celeste, baby girl, let me go ahead and, before she say the link disappeared, because I don't want no excuses. I want some info.
I mean, your sis K Sloan is adding sis with the link, so she don't have an excuse really.
Okay.
I agree with Pickles and Jelly when she typed in the private chat about how like it was created for white women and stuff like that, and not like for us. But unfortunately with them is that when it came to like white women taking over the feminist movement and saying how they want to go equal and stuff, I guess black men took that, they ran with it, and then now they put that on black women as well.
My whole thing is they blame us for everything. People know, like everyone knows that feminism, nobody came over and was like, hey, what do you black women want? What do you black women want? The women who have been used as the maids and slaves of this society. What do you guys want? We all know
Hold on
this.
a second. Black, what does that say? Black Kiddo. Can you not mention other content creators here, baby? I appreciate that. And I hope she's dragging the fuck out of her, but thank you. And back to Karen Truth. Karen, it says that you need to give your device access to your microphone. All right. So hit allow and come and tell us what's happening. And I hope there's not Black Jesus in another account. All right.
Girl, you know they got 100.
They do. But yeah, shout out to Miss Archduchess. She doing her thing. She always does her thing. Love her to pieces.
All of that effort that he takes to infiltrate our spaces, he could be using toward a job, but they'll never do that.
Girl, this is their job. You would think they get paid for this shit.
I thought Black Jesus' job was to save souls.
Girl.
And
trying to save mammies.
If it was true, I'm guessing he would be late to his own crucifixion because they can't do shit right.
No.
You're supposed to be saving souls, and your ass late to Mount Calvary. Check it out. Probably got Mary Magdalene doing all the goddamn work because she's moving and you taking all the credit. That's just how it goes.
She washing feet with her hair and shit, so
Nisha says, Celeste Boo, where you at, sis? That's what I want to know. I want to hear what we
she left.
wrong. Okay. I just want to know what we saying wrong, because if we get to an impasse, we're gonna have to pull out some CDC stats and keep it going. But traditional women don't normally agree with a woman proposing to anybody, no matter what, who he is, how much money he makes, or whatever. And then Elle said something that was also awesome. She said, it depends on how much money someone makes. Move strategically. If you got to do what you got to do to get the bag, you get the bag. And that's another perspective. And I feel her on
Yeah.
that too. So, Elle, did you want to expound on that, honey?
Yeah, I can. Well, the reason I said that is because I think most of us Black women, we have a certain mindset, and also coming from Blackistan, we are always made to feel like, we're not supposed to want to get taken care of, or we're not supposed to look for someone that has resources and can take care of us. We always feel like we're supposed to do everything. And other ethnicities of women don't necessarily feel like that. And they are trained and brought up to seek out men who can financially take care of them and who want to. And, they do that. And just because you don't hear about it, but I hear about it. White women, Latinas, Mexicans, whatever else you want to call them, they place themselves in position to be able to get a man, or to make it like he's choosing her when really she chose him. You know what I'm saying? It's just that Joshua Smith, and he got some money too, and he overshared. I felt like he should not have shared that and said that, but they're only criticizing that situation because they just want to drag her because they're mad that she didn't marry a NAN. So they feel like something. So I don't think that I wouldn't propose to anybody, but I feel like she did what she had to do to place herself in a situation to where she was with someone that was financially stable and wealthy, which other women do. And I feel like Black women need to start doing that too. Like I said, should you propose to someone, I'll let you figure that out. But placing yourself in a position and seeing something and knowing how to be able to assess when a situation could be beneficial for you, there's nothing wrong with that. And you need to do that more and be more selfish and self-absorbed.
That's what divestment is about, putting yourself first, putting yourself in position. I don't think Joshua knew how disgusting dustpans can be, or he wouldn't have shared that.
Yeah, he wouldn't have told that.
He has no idea how they operate, how, the stuff they take Black women through. So I think he would have kept it to himself had he known that Jody was going to get dragged, because she got dragged for it. She got dragged by everybody. There was even some Beckys that was like, no, she shouldn't have did that. I told you Black women were masculine. I
mean, y'all proposing to knickknocks too. So what's like? We definitely saw a white woman in that slideshow you did on her knee.
Yeah, they do. They do a lot of shit that Black women do. They just don't carry the stereotype for it. And Black men have made sure of that.
I just want to add.
Go ahead, opinion.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I just want to add really quickly that she also was infatuated with them. That was her childhood crush. She had a huge crush on that guy.
Wow. And
she saw what she wanted and she went for it. That's why I really didn't want to drag her all that much. I mean, I don't agree with what she did. I never proposed. I was proposed to, but she saw what she wanted and she went after what she wanted.
Yeah, she.
You know what? But
did.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
A lot of times, like last night, y'all. Last night, some real freaky shit happened, right? At my house, but oversharing ain't gonna happen up here. It is not gonna happen. So if something is personal to you and it may hurt your career or whatever, keep it to yourself. Especially like telling everybody what your thoughts are on certain things and certain people. If it's gonna fuck you up, don't do it. And I feel like Joshua placed her in a position where the Black community was gonna have at her. So
yeah, you know what, they be leaving out how when she talk about how they met, about how like when because she was saying that when he tried to talk to her, she acted like she didn't hear him or see him at first, and I was glad that she did that. And then also she talked about how he followed her around the party the whole motherfucking night.
They're not gonna talk about that piece
Yeah,
because
no,
it
they
made
they leave that part out conveniently, and then and then also too, I think that she had kind of made a comment, like a funny comment, when people had started trying to go in on her about her proposing to him, and she had said, "Hey, what about do you think it was those mushrooms we did or whatever?" So I'm just like, y'all leave that girl alone. Leave her alone. She being strategic, like more. I wish more black women would. She was strategic. She seen some shit and she made up her mind and she placed herself in position to get what she needed to get. And please believe, we all know men. If he really didn't want to be with her,
he
it
wouldn't
don't
have
matter
married
what
her.
she would have
Yeah,
did. He wouldn't have married
exactly.
her, and they wouldn't have been in a relationship, and they would not have the baby that they have. So you know
Sapphire
the
said Jody needs to stop oversharing as well, over explaining herself to people who hate her image, and that's a
mhm,
fact too. Some of that
I
shit just got
agree.
to be left in the background because they're trying to make it seem like her doing what she did is equivalent to proposing to a damn Dusty, and it's not the same thing. It's not. We
No.
wouldn't have known none of that shit had he
Mhm.
not said anything.
She probably
Yeah,
didn't even get on her
and I
knees and
doubt
propose
she
anyway.
actually got down on her knees. They were on vacation, and they said they was chilling and talking and stuff on vacation, and she just asked him, and he said yeah, and he said he felt like that was one of the best decisions that he ever made was to marry her.
Yeah, he took his
So
ring off, held it up, best decision, put it back on.
They
yeah, it's
never
like, yeah,
say that
they
piece.
leaving all that shit out though.
Yes.
Yep.
Karen Truth is up here. Are you Celeste, babe?
Hello,
Hi.
ladies.
How are
This
you?
is not Celeste.
Oh.
I've been listening to you since I think last 2 to 3 years, and I have find you very important to my life. I'm from West Africa, but I live in Germany,
So you
and
from Facebook then, right? You must have been following me on Facebook.
yes, I have followed you for a long time, but I
Okay.
have never called into your show because I've never actually thought about calling into your show. But this particular topic, I have very much taken an interest on it because I don't think any woman should be kneeling for any man.
I
Preach.
agree.
And although I do feel like women, because in Germany, women are empowered to be feminist and
Yeah.
feminine, but I am a womanist. I'm sorry, I'm not a feminist.
Mhm.
I believe that a man should propose to a woman. It is I think, the right order. And at the same time, as the mother of creation, because we are, as women, mother of creations, it is important to hold ourselves to a very high standard. And for the women that feel less, and I feel like maybe to do more research on yourself and what you love about yourself, because for a long time, not only Afro men, I call ourselves Afro because I don't really believe in the skin color black. I feel like it is, to my own meaning, not equivalence. I feel like it's useless and not degrading, but in my own meaning. But as Afro people, Afro women especially, because I don't care about the men, the African men are as useless as the ones anywhere in the world. But
I bet.
as Afro women, we are the first mothers of this earth. The Homo sapiens and the Neanderthal. It doesn't matter what species live right now. We are the first human beings to give birth, and our children have lived until today.
Mm-hmm.
And although we have had a lot of children that have disgraced our name, and the worst children that we have ever had is the Afro man, because he has been very disgraceful.
Yeah.
Very disgraceful.
Drop the
All
gym,
over
she
the
said.
planet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All over everywhere. I, as a Nigerian woman, when I look back, it is very disgusting. I have grown from the very first time my mother gave birth to me. I don't think I have ever loved an Afro man. I've
Hey.
never ever loved an Afro man because I look at my father, I look at the brothers, I look at the whole community, and
Mm-hmm.
I am so fucking like I don't even want to see them close to me. It's not that I don't like them, but it's the fact that the mentality that these men have is different from any other man's mentality, and it is
Facts.
so stupid at this point for any woman of any color to even look at this men and say, oh, I want one of these. No, I'm sorry, darling. This is not what you want. Maybe
Period.
you think this is what you want, but this is really not what you want. You need somebody with brains, somebody that can take care of you, somebody that can have a conversation, understand you when you are in pain. These men are incapable of that. And that's all I want to add on this topic.
I agree 150%. And babe, everybody up here and in the chat love your accent. Your accent is beautiful. So
Thank you.
if you can get that concept over there, it should reach all four corners of the damn globe. It is global dust, a global dust storm. Miss C, are you Celeste? Miss C.
No, I'm not Celeste.
Damn. I'm trying to get Celeste to come tell us what we saying wrong. What's going on, Miss C? Add what you got, babe.
How are you, Divesta? I'm a big fan of you. I've been watching you for quite some time, but I wanted to come on here and give my piece. I'm 24, college grad, but I also am an adult entertainer, and I wanted to give a piece because recently another adult entertainer got robbed at gunpoint in Atlanta,
Oh
and
shit.
one of the dancer pages made it well known, and in the comments it was a lot of black men saying, well, if y'all aren't going to tip the security, then you can expect to them to walk you to your car. So I've been dancing
Wow.
for a while, and I'm getting out pretty soon because I now have a corporate job, and I'm about to start a business pretty soon.
Congrats.
One
Yes.
thing, during all of this, when I've been dancing, I noticed like the difference working at a white club or a mixed club, a gentleman's club versus a black club. And it was just the men in the black club, they treat you like shit, and they get mad when a lot of black girls don't want to work there. They get mad when they find out that you're working at a gentleman's club. They get mad when the white men do come in there and they see you talking with them, sitting with them, and getting money from them. They get so upset. So it doesn't matter where you work or what you do or where you go, they're going to find a way to disrespect you, to harm you, to do bad things to you. So I've never, like, the security in the gentlemen's clubs, the manager will walk you out, the bouncers will walk you out, and an armed security guard will walk you out regardless if you tip them or not. They do not care. They care about you being safe. But at a black club, if you're not trying to give them extra money, even though they're paid by the hour, they don't want to make sure you're safe. They just really don't care for you. The customers act just, if you're a darker tone dancer, they don't want you in this section, or they look at you when you try to come and get to know them. It's just very different. And I grew up in the suburbs, so that's why I kind of gravitate to gentlemen's clubs, because I like talking to a variety of men. I like white men, I like Hispanic men, European men, like Middle Eastern men. And I've been dating, I didn't know I really was divested. I've been dating out since I was 19. So
Okay.
never really stuck to just black men, but because I found your channel and of what you've been saying, it's really been resonating with me lately, because I'm seeing what you're saying, and what you're saying is all true. Like, it's hard, like, once you realize the truth, it's hard to go back to that, because they really will drag you down and they just do not care. Like,
I'm glad you came up here and shared that. It's like you can't unsee it. Once you see something, you can't unsee it.
yeah,
And
and they just really do not get that. I've even tried explaining to one of my black customers, and he just was not trying to hear it. And I'm just like, well, you can't get to them. So and it's not just me who's I've had so many talks in the locker room with my fellow black dancers, and they've even told me they don't like black tricks, they don't like black customers, they're no longer gonna service them, like they do not like them. They've told me too many horror stories. I haven't had too bad of a story, but my friends, they've told me some real horrendous stuff, and it makes me sad because when we try to speak up about it, when we try to tell our experiences, they think we're shaming them. But how can you shame? How can you shame what is the truth? What's happened to someone? Like how is that shameful? If you really don't, if you don't want to be shamed, you shouldn't be doing it. Period.
Exactly.
So
I agree 100%. It's every industry from sex to popsicle making and everything in between.
yes,
They are always
yes,
trash. They're always the bottom. They're always on. You would think that if you saw one, it would be more safe, especially in the industry that you're in. As a matter of fact, it's the exact opposite. Let me ask you this:
yes,
Have
ma'am.
do they have people or dusties? Because I just tried people. Sorry, people. I meant dusties.
Demons.
Do they have dusties that attempt to pimp the dancers?
Yes, ma'am, and that's the another issue I wanted to bring up because being in a gentleman's club, it's very rare that I've ran into a white pimp. I don't think I've ever ran into like, or even a Latino pimp or something like that. If anything, they're begging for you to be their girlfriend, or they're begging you to take you out on a date, to pay your bills, take you shopping, something like that. But the black men, no, they are trying to convince you, oh, I don't spend money on girls. Like you need to come spend your money on me. You need to come, you need to choose up. You need to get on the winning team. And it's just like,
They're so
what
fucking
are you
stupid.
doing?
Oh my
They
god.
The
offer
reason I
nothing.
Like
the
your
reason
credit score is below 600. That's not the winning team. Like
the reason I asked that is because I wanted to prove a point. Black men don't have a problem with hoes. They have a problem with hoes they can't get money from.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay,
Exactly.
they have no problems with women in the sex industry. They have no problems with anything you do. They only get upset when you not giving them a cut.
Very
Period.
true. That
But
is
that has always been the Afro man's behavior from the starting. He has never had any different kind of behavior. He has always wanted to benefit from the women and the children. It is like a disease and it's contagious.
And DZ, I flew out to Texas last year to dance, and I actually had one of my white managers, and I tried to tip him just to like build a good relationship with him, and he looked at me kind of crazy, like, "What are you doing?" And
Exactly.
I'm just like, but in a black club, they don't even you can't even walk up past them. They have their hand out. They have their
Mhm.
hand out before you even walk out the door, or if you're leaving the dressing room at the end of the night. They don't even ask you, like, did you have a good night? Do you need me to carry your bag? They have their hand out. When I go to a gentleman's club, they come to the dressing room to get me, ask me if I'm ready to leave. They pick up my bag. They walk me to the car saying, you had a good night. Did you have any problems that I need to know about? Like the bouncers in gentlemen's clubs even dress different. They're in like suits. They're in
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes. At a black club, they're just in shirts that say security, and they don't secure nothing. Like
They always
Right.
security and some shit. Damn. Do
And
yes,
I'm
your
still
job.
and I'm still
Right.
stuck on the part where he refused to like take you to your car and see if you're safe if he's already being paid on, you know what I'm saying? He's already being paid to do that. Like that's his job. And the fact that he wanted a tip for that just shows how useless that they are.
They
Yeah.
always got their fucking hand out. K Sloan is talking to you, Miss C. She says, caller, please don't feel you have to explain yourself to Nakers. It's a waste of time and you don't owe them anything, and that's a fact.
it
Period.
is a waste of time. But you know what's funny, DZ? When I was having that conversation with that man, which you would like to call their preference was a bartender. And when I was telling them like my experience, because they were saying you don't act they would like to claim all black women act ratchet. You can go to any club and get hired. But I was trying to explain to them a lot of like clubs are owned by racist white men. So regardless, they don't want to hire us just because of how I look. And I'm on the thicker side. So I'm darker and I'm thicker. So I understand that only some gentlemen's clubs I can get in. But they weren't trying to hear that. Like you can explain to anybody your struggles as a black woman and they will try to sit there and invalidate them. So
Can I say something about this topic?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, I want to say this. You shouldn't look at any Afro man, black man uh, opinion. You shouldn't listen to them because at the end of the day, they will always be the same kind of human beings. Even here in Africa, they are worse. Here in Europe, they are notoriously known to be criminals. So there are
Very
criminals everywhere. It doesn't matter if they are from America, if they are from the Caribbean, if they are from Africa. They are very popular and very known as criminals. In my home country, there are girls getting married at the age of 9. It's not that the girls want to be married at that age. It is very pitiful and very, I don't know, sometimes I literally cry when I think about home. I know how it was for me when I was growing up. It was also not easy. I feed my whole family. Growing up, I hear American women saying, okay, I feed my family. I also do the same. And the worst part of it is that I did it since I was 6 before I got to Europe now. So it is a struggle. These men will never change and they will never become better. For any woman that is listening and thinking, oh, maybe I will get one that is better, I'm going to tell you, sweetie, it will never get better. I am 28 years old and I have a brain of an old woman. I will tell you the truth because I was raised by old women. And it doesn't get better. If the older women didn't learn and you don't learn, then you are foolish and stupid not to be able to understand a simple topic as this.
Thank you for that. And you ain't doing nothing but preaching. It's a fact.
Seriously.
We can't all be lying. We've had people up here from England, Africa, even South America. We've had women up here on this panel that all have the same goddamn experience with these motherfuckers. So everybody ain't lying all across the damn globe. Nirvana, I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for the super sticker, honey. Appreciate it.
But DZ, a lot of women, especially I know young black women who are coming up, like finishing school, or they want to go to school, or they're trying to start a business. They want to move to the city I live in, and I will say I live in Charlotte. I've been here for a while, and I grew up in North Carolina, and I will say it's Nakerville, low key, like it's Nakerville, and it's just.
Charlotte ain't far from Atlanta. It's a short drive.
And
So
that's one thing I found out too. A lot of these men that live here, when they go to Atlanta, they're doing what you think they're doing with those men in Atlanta, and then they're coming back here. Yay.
It's true. It's funny, but the thing is, it's so obvious to all of us. So when you go other places in other sectors of YouTube and hear the mammy politics, it's like, really, sis? So he's sitting here with a whole set of matte gloss on, and you talking about you judging him, sis.
My coworkers wear nail polish, and they're male, black men.
They don't have no shame.
They not hiding nothing from these black women because
they're
they know
not. So
they know good well they're gonna forgive them for it. It's not a deal breaker. Are you kidding me? They be finding a man with shit in the front and back of their drawers, and it's not a deal breaker. And you know why it's there.
Very true. I've had men come up to me trying to talk to me, and they have their wife or their girlfriend sitting right next to them, and she's just staring and not saying anything, not checking him or anything.
Right. They want to be mad at you though because he walked up to you.
Yes.
Goofy,
And I'm just like, and
there's nothing that you can do or that they can do, excuse me, that's a deal breaker. Can you think of anything? We got ass whoopings, murder, child molestation. You got all of this shit. Nothing is a deal breaker. There's nothing that's a deal breaker across the board. You got some mammies that'll forgive all that shit.
And I remember one night when I danced in the city I used to go to school in, a dancer, me and her were talking, and then I don't know if it was her boyfriend had called her or the police station, but she was getting a call because her car got impounded. And her car got impounded because she let her boyfriend use it. And she just broke down crying in front of me, didn't know what to do, and she didn't even know if she could get her car back because her boyfriend was doing some illegal stuff in it.
Of course.
That sounds so regular.
Right. And it's just
And they'll
crazy.
tear
Like,
that car up. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Go
They'll
ahead,
tear the
Elsie.
car up. They don't care.
Anything that goes back to with the women, you just said they tear the car up, right? And thank you,
Yep.
MC. Now, it's because they didn't pay for the car. They didn't have to work for it. They didn't have to do anything for it. It was just handed to them. You mammies are just handing yourself to them. They don't have to compete for you. They don't have to prove anything. They don't have to bring anything to the table. So they're gonna treat you like that car. You are just pathetic.
Oh
And
no.
they're not gonna treat you like anything because you don't make them do anything.
I mean, the cops will tear up the car. If they
Shit.
found drugs in that car, they will tear that car up.
Even if it's not the person that was driving its car, yes, ma'am, they will tear that car
Yeah,
up.
they will tear it up.
They're gonna do their
They will.
investigation regardless.
My friend from Maryland, she let her boyfriend, he didn't have a car. She let him drive it one day while she was out at work. He got drunk, ended up doing so many hit and runs, and when he pulled up to pick her up, one side was just dented, scratched up, paint missing. And I'm just like, why would you let him borrow your car? Like, he's a grown man, he has a job, he can do his own thing. Like,
Because they don't have to do anything. They're the only people that are like full size adults. They look like adults, they sound like adults, but they operate in our society like toddlers. You have to make sure everything is safe for them, make sure they're okay, make sure they're fed, make sure people not talking to them sideways. It's just they're the adult toddlers in the
right.
society.
And they always telling somebody to choose better. Where they gonna choose from? You niggas ain't shit. Like, if you want to choose better, do not choose a black man.
They can't. You can't because they're not better.
Exactly.
You know, there's nothing to choose from. That's what we talked about last time we was here. Choosing better means that we can't choose you. Point blank. Period. Thank you, Sama, for the super chat. Yes, ma'am.
This is. I'm sending out a trigger warning for this story that I'm about to tell because this happened to another dancer I was working with. One Sunday night we were working at the club, and I follow her on Instagram too, and she's always posting stuff for her son. Her son was probably about 2 or 3 at the time. And this is when COVID first happened. So she posted a picture of him, like them going to the hospital. So I'm thinking like he probably caught COVID. No, she let her boyfriend babysit him. And I guess he got upset and he beat her child to death.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So he's locked up right now. But my friend, she stopped dancing. She's never been the same since. Like,
they're demons. Like, they have no remorse for anything. They have no emotions. Like, they're disgusting, honestly.
Thank you, Toni Morrison, for the super chat. She says that story just shook me.
Yeah.
You know how hard you got to hit somebody to beat them to death?
Right.
Yes.
Jesus. She says, mammies say, I didn't think he hurt my baby. So his 15 felony convictions weren't a clue. Like, damn, that's,
right.
there's nothing that they can do.
It's very common. Someone said that's common. It is very common in our community when you leave them with. My friend recently had a baby, and she told me she was too scared to. She seen her husband getting so upset when the baby would cry, so she took the baby and flew back to her hometown for like a weekend because she was getting nervous to leave the baby with him alone. And I'm just like, why would you marry and have kids with someone you can't trust around your children?
Exactly.
Welcome to the panel, dark gentlewoman.
Hey, ladies. Hey, first of all, I had to catch up with the commentary at the beginning. Yeah, I was sad for Jody too, but yeah, you know what? I'm glad she's with Joshua because at least he's a high value man, right? Now the topics that we're talking about now, about just their degeneracy in general. I can back up everything that Miss C says because I worked at a regular nightclub, right? And we were a late night club. So the dancers from the early club, the early gentlemen's club, because they had an early license, right?
Mm-hmm.
They would come to our club afterwards to wind down, have some champagne and everything. And everything she says, I heard my dancer customer say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They don't want to dance for Dusty. They hate Dusties. They don't want it. They don't want to perform for them. They want to dance for them. One of my clients was a hairdresser who had a lot of dancers, and she was telling me stuff like, "Oh yeah, they if they tip you $5, they want you to do a cartwheel." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" You know what I'm saying? It's like, it backed me up, Miss C. You know what I'm saying? It's like they think that like $5
She's telling the truth because
bucks, they want you to do all these acrobatics. It's like, no, sweetheart. $1 is just, that's basic. Like, but like you want her to do aerials and tricks. That's like a lot of athletic work. These girls work out. Because I had my customers.
and when
at
you
my
get
regular
hurt,
club.
they'll laugh at you. They won't ask you if you're okay. I've seen
No.
so many girls slip and fall off the pole, slip walking on the floor. They will laugh. They will not help her up. I'm a dancer who will help a dancer who just hurt herself up. Other dancers will come to your aid before the men will.
Yeah.
Of course.
So, and in gentlemen's clubs, like white men and foreign men, especially like Middle Eastern men, they do not want you to do all that extra stuff. They just want you to sit, talk, and give you money. And like, so why would you go back to those nakers? Because
exactly. Even pimps, like black pimps, tell their the women that are working for them, don't get with black male customers. Like, don't get black tricks. Like, if a black man is telling you not to get with other black men, don't you think that's a red flag?
That's
red flag.
Like,
there's videos right here on YouTube with sex workers saying that they don't service black males because they're rough, they're cheap, it's just it's not worth it at the end of the day. And like I said, with every other industry, it's just like that. I didn't like taking care of dusty patients. I'm sure waitresses don't like taking care of dusty, hungry motherfucking. Let me shut up. Yeah, they make your job 10 times worse because they already expect that when they lay their eyes on your skin that you're a mammy. That's number one.
Right.
DZ, yeah, when I was 17, about to go off to college, me and one of my good friends from high school, we worked at a fast food job, and one of our managers was black, and then one of them was Latino, but they sent the Latino lady away. But as soon as she got sent away, that's when everything was just going out of hand, and we ended up finding out that the black manager was messing around with a girl that was around our age. She was probably 18, 19. So he was trying to throw like hints at me and my friend. And once he would say really provocative and nasty things to us. But once he found out we wouldn't do any extra stuff with him, he started cutting our hours. So I ended up leaving that job to go to college. And when I came back one weekend, one of my old coworkers told me he ended up going to jail because he was stealing money from the register and he was stealing food.
Wow.
Oh my God. Stealing food. Do you
Wow.
know? I am so sorry. Y'all, they are the toddlers.
And his baby mama used to pull up in the drive-thru sometime or pull up in the parking lot and mug every single black woman that worked in there. Like, we're younger than her and we're younger than your man, and you're getting mad at us, but you're not checking the father of your child.
Right.
Like,
I can't, y'all.
Girl, they be mad. They be mad about stuff for 20 years. I told y'all about my son daddy that was a pedophile. And his baby, he was cheating on his baby mama, and that's how he made all the kids, because he was cheating on her for like years and just having a whole bunch of kids. And I seen her when my son was 17. I seen my baby daddy, baby mama, and she was still mad at me. And my son was 17. And I'm like, bitch, I was a kid. I really didn't know what I was doing. Like, what are you still mad for? She was like really mad when she seen me and my son. And he was 17 and she was still mad.
That's ridiculous. Even my friend, like, she goes out to the club with her brother sometimes, and he be cheating on his girl, obviously, because that's what they do. And the girls actually mug her. Like when I tell y'all they're identical, they look just alike. And I'm like, y'all mugging her. That's her brother. Like y'all are fucking weird. Like all the girls are mugging her because they think she fucking with him.
Wow.
Did y'all not gonna check the man that's probably giving y'all BV, passing that shit around between y'all? Y'all gonna be mad at the other woman.
So, y'all, speaking of the
Oh
sex,
my god.
yeah, it's hard, isn't it? It's almost like it's 3D with them.
They're disgusting.
Ew, why are we looking at this?
Yeah, we're talking again about the sex workers that don't want to deal with the kings. So I don't know if y'all have seen this video. He's upset because he wanted a prostitute that did not want him. Yeah, he's gonna play victim. So let's go, y'all.
And there's one time I did a prank call. I did a prank call on prostitutes.
Prank call, my
Sure you
ass.
pranked it. Sure it was
A
pranked.
lot of views. Thing is that I had to call a lot of prostitutes. So, you know, I was online going through ads and I realized a lot of these prostitutes said on their ads that they don't do business with black guys. Some of them was like, yo, it's just a personal preference. And I'm looking through these ads, I'm like, black men were the only group of people that these
Put yourself on mute,
women
honey.
did not deal with. And I'm like, damn. And this wasn't every prostitute, but it was a lot, especially for the hotter ones. So I made the prank calls. The prank calls had nothing to do with prostitutes not wanting to deal with black men. So off of that, what I did was I created a little skit of a phone call.
He's
me
lying.
calling a racist prostitute. A lot of people were like, they don't believe it. It doesn't make sense. Like a prostitute would never want to like not take money just because they're black. It doesn't matter if they're black or white. What I'm doing right now in response to that is I'm actually going to go ahead and play the audio that I have recorded of prostitutes claiming that they don't deal with black men.
He's
And
whining.
I'm putting it up now because people are saying it's not true. It is true. It's very well true, you know. And you got any questions or comments?
So even if y'all don't service them at a restaurant, if they feel like any racism, even if prostitution is illegal, they trying to garner up the troops so y'all can attack prostitutes for not wanting to fuck with them. But listen to this call,
Right.
y'all.
And then all money ain't good money because they'll probably try to beat her ass and take money back they gave her.
You know it.
Seriously, they would rob them.
They hit me up on my YouTube. We're disliked so much that prostitutes won't even take out money. Say that again. Yeah, I do. So you're 420 friendly? Yes, I am. Okay. All three doors are open?
Ugh.
Oh, okay. Are you okay with black guys? I'll pay you 400. 450. How old are you, sweetie? I'm 35. 450. 450. 500. My final offer, 500. 1 hour. Yeah, that's crazy. You're thinking about it? Yeah, you don't understand. I mean, make me understand. Green should be your color. Huh? I mean, make me understand. I'm kind of confused because I'm trying to get hot women. Oh, that sounds like a no. My self-esteem. Union Square. 2 blocks from Union Square.
So basically, y'all, he's trying to guilt trip this prostitute into coming having sex with him. Did you hear him say, "Oh, my self-esteem"?
That's all they do.
They're used to being caught.
Yes, DZ, and the thing is, a lot of my female friends, like that are in the sex work industry with me, they do not want to see, even some transgenders do not want to see them because they have told me they've been raped, they've been beat up, they've been tied up. Like, who would want to, and it's not just one black man, it's been multiple. So they've been followed. Like, who would want to, like, been robbed at gunpoint? Like, who would want to sit here and deal with that consistently? And it's crazy because on Reddit, there was a little forum about Black women complaining about why they don't want to see them. And everybody was trying to call them racist. But when Black women brought up how they can't like get into certain clubs or get into certain events, they say, well, you know, men have a preference. Why isn't a preference for us then? Like,
Because it's all about that goddamn hypocrisy. That's how we
and they
started the
get
show out
playing
with
on their
hypocrisy.
phone while they're trying to do business. That's also a complaint from them too. They're like, Black men just call my phone to play on my phone to harass me, to get me caught up with the police. That's why a lot of Black women say I have to have 3, 4, 5 phones just to conduct business. Like, that's crazy.
Aren't these the same self-proclaimed most desired group of men on this planet,
Nobody
though?
fucking likes them. Nobody likes them.
The fact that
They
you
are
can
not desired. They are not. They in their minds, in their delusional minds, they are desired. They are not desired by far. The only
Let's
people
get to
they're
the
desired by are Black men.
let's get to the
Oh.
second call. And whoever got that noise, put yourself on mute. But let's get to the second call, y'all.
Yeah. I want to know what's your rate. Black.
Boom.
I'm
That's the one I
dead.
wanted y'all to hear. She flat out. I like how she didn't beat around the bush like the other lady did. She said, "Boom, I'm not with the shits." But he goes on and on and on and on and try to get somebody to service him. Like y'all said, the most desired. They not trying to get with them, honey.
Right. And she said she only take them when it's slow, when she having slow business. Like, what the fuck?
those niggas are the leftovers. Is basically what she said.
Did you see his little dumbass misspell sweetie and
And
spell
yours.
sweaty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, how
Yeah.
do you misspell something so simple? You so damn dumb.
Oh, dumb.
Y'all look at that super chat. It says the pregnant girl has an identical twin sister that he wanted to sleep with because the vagina is biologically the same. So in his mind, he's not cheating. If that ain't mental gymnastics, I don't know what is. But that's what they putting up with out here. So I can't. Had I said that to y'all in the Discord, y'all would have been like, you making that shit up. You making that shit up. But yeah, I'm sorry that happened to you. I hope you're staying safe, Miss C. Real talk. I hope that you're staying safe.
Oh, I'm safe. I don't do none of that extra stuff. All I do is dance. But like I said, like even when I've been dancing all this time, I've always had a regular job. I finished school. I have my degree and I have a certification, and I'm starting a wig business soon. So everything's going good over here. But as far as like the urban clubs, I don't dance in them anymore. I'm getting too grown for that. And that's part of the reason why I'm trying to move pretty soon, because when I went to Texas, I got hired at a lot of gentlemen's clubs, but here in Charlotte, they kind of want to zone the Black girls out and kind of force them to only go to the urban clubs. But it's not a lot of money there and it's not a lot of respect there, and I can't put up with that. So,
and a lot of times, as far as Charlotte goes, I don't know how old you are exactly.
I'm
but
24.
24? Okay. Well, you're around the same age as my daughter, right? When my kids were little, when we used to go to North Carolina, all the Dusties were able, that was like interracial dating central for Dusties back then in North Carolina.
It
That
is.
Is it still that way?
Oh my gosh, Miss. Oh my God, divested. It don't. You know what they look like when they date out. You know what they look like,
I
and you
already
know.
know.
And every time I even watch, because I even watch like when they go to the register, who's pulling out their wallet, you already know. So.
But when y'all tried it, when Black women would try it, it would be some sort of, meltdown. Welcome, Alvy.
Hi, I'm eating. Sorry.
Girl, you clicked the link. What's going down? Alvy asked how to get up here, and then she said, "I'm eating" when I picked on her. Ain't you something?
I'm sorry. I'm pregnant.
It's all good. I'm just playing with you, honey. It's all good.
Let me finish my pizza because I got something to add.
When you come back, make sure you fix your sound because you was going out there a little bit. But yeah, y'all fuck every last one of them in every industry. There's no industry unless you work for your damn self over a computer, maybe,
Right.
that you don't have to deal
No,
with a dusty.
DZ. Oh my God. Okay, so I do webcamming too in DZ.
Hell no, they done got the
Ooh.
webcam too.
They get so
Lord
mad because
have
like
mercy.
a lot of my white customers, they don't know if I'm into white men. So they'll ask me like, what type of guys do you like to date? Like, do you like white men? Or some Hispanic men will be like, do you like Hispanic men? The black men will get offended if I say I don't discriminate. Like I date out of my race. They will get upset. They will leave my chat room. So it's just like I'm gonna go where the money's at. I'm gonna go where the respect is at. I'm gonna go where the best support is at. I'm not gonna stick around where I'm not supported. Cause even when I try to be honest and tell guys what I do, especially in my race, they try to shame you even though they're scammers, they're drug dealers, they're college dropouts. But a white man or a foreign man, they it's new to them, it's different to them, but they're accepting of it because they know that's not what you're going to be doing for forever. So I just
Yeah.
don't get it.
And some of them will tell you, "Can I take you out the club? Like, can I help
Yeah, and
you?"
don't
They
even have
will.
enough
They will
money
ask
to
you.
take care of themselves. So why you want to take me out? You can't afford me? No.
Listen. I gotta tell Miss C something. Okay. They're always trying to undercut you. Okay, this is in every industry. Okay. There was a girl who did webcamming, and I just happened to like look at her YouTube, and she's just like, nope, I don't take them. She screens them by the screen name. You know, if it sounds like a urban screen name, she's like, oh no, she don't even let them in. She doesn't. She doesn't. And I'm like, wow, okay. But no, in every industry, they try to underpay you.
They
Okay. It
do.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Listen, I worked at a nightclub. Okay. Um, I did um I did bartending and I helped the bottle girls, right? So the bottle girls have to tip me out, right? Those girls made money. And then, of course, I had my own customers. You know, some people, they just didn't want to sit at a table, or, the dancers from the gentlemen's clubs will come in and they'd be like, oh, have some champagne, have a couple bottles of champagne. When I tell you nothing was under $150, okay? Our average bottle price was like $250, okay? 300. And I'm telling you, when they would have urban night, yeah, no, I'm not available. I'm at Bible study.
So it's official. There's no place
Okay.
on earth that you're safe
No,
from the nigger
no.
and they're see. I tried, y'all. I
And,
tried. There is
and
no
Can you
place
guys
safe.
hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so I bartended in a strip club in Tampa and one strip club in Miami, right? And I remember like I'm the type of person that like if I'm off the clock, like I'm not trying to fraternize with you, especially because of the setting of the nature of that work setting, right? So I was like walking into work and this like this loser is like trying to spit game at me and then tries to like basically shade me because he thought I was a stripper, which is like if that's how you feel, why are you even here for these services if that's how you feel about the girls? But okay, whatever. And so then he like sees that I'm behind the bar and he's like, oh, you pathetic ass bitch. We all know why you're really bartending here because you secretly want to be a stripper, you fucking slut. And I was just like looking at him like, yo, like,
Wow.
well, like what's your problem? All of that because he wanted to talk to me, wanted to dance for me. And I'm not a stripper and I'm not one of those bartenders that's gonna disrespect the girls and dance. Like I'm not gonna do that because that's how a lot of the girls get into fights with the bartenders.
Hmm.
And it was so crazy because this was the black club that I worked at. But then when I worked at the Latin club, like the atmosphere was completely different. And it was funny because the closer you sit to the stage, you have to pay based on where you're sitting by the stage, right? So it would always be obviously like the dusty dudes in the back, and they would just like they would always like try to demand the most from the girls, and it would like I would just hear the girls talking about it and they'd just be so frustrated. They would want to hurry up, make their rounds on the floor so they can go upstairs to the champagne rooms. And it's just like, it's crazy. Like one of my dancer friends, this guy like gave her $1, and the way he gave her the dollar, like he slapped
Wait, a
her butt. And, like,
single?
yeah,
You talking about a
yes,
dollar?
a dollar,
Yay.
With all
a
hair.
dollar. So he gives her $1 and he slaps it on her butt, but he slaps her so hard, I could hear the slap from the bar. And so
Damn.
obviously she turns around and she's like, "Don't hit me that hard." And so he looks at his friend, he laughs, and he like does it again. And like he just was like acting like he was entitled to doing that. And it's just like, like that really bothers me, because it's just like, okay, like whatever. Have whatever little feelings you want to have about strippers, but at the end of the day, the reality is you're still here giving your little
Right.
chump ass dollar. So like don't disrespect the girls. Like I just don't get it. Like I
They
don't
don't
get it. I
understand.
don't get the
They
notion that
don't
they think that
understand
all
that.
dancers they think all the dancers have sex for money. That's not true. They like it's just I've just and I don't know who was saying that when different men come in, non-black men, their tone is extremely different towards the girls, and they don't ever usually think that it is a for everything, because when I met my man, he swore up and down I was one of the dancers, and I was like, no, I'm not dancing, I just bartend. But he swore up and down I was a
Your
dancer, and he
sound
was
is
just like,
getting weird. Is someone trying to call or
oh,
something? Because the sound is getting weird, and then we can hear you driving too, sis.
oh, okay, I'll come down. It's because I'm driving. Thank you, though.
Thank you for sharing your story. And but I'm not even surprised. I swear I'm not surprised. And those nakers catch a really high. I know what a strip club in Tampa called Mom's Venus is very, very popular. They would always have news stories where they had to break some naker's ass because they was always in there cutting up.
Yep.
Them Dusties from Tampa, there's something else.
That's
There's
why
something.
they want let black girls in that club, because they think black girls are gonna attract that crowd into that club. And I understand that, but just because of how they act, a lot of black women can't get opportunities.
Yeah.
So, and there's a lot of money in that club you just named too. So it's just like that's why some people don't want to hire black girls, and even outside of the sex industry, because they know what type of clientele you're about to bring, because they're gonna come for you first, and then they're gonna come for the other girls once they figure out they can't even fuck with a black woman.
Right. They
It's
do
the
that shit
same.
in V Live too.
Mm-hmm. The same with neighborhoods. You can have a very, very nice neighborhood. As soon as you see a black woman come, it's like, oh God, please don't let her have that cuzzo. That cuzzo she grew up with, who she can't just tell him to don't show his ass when he started drinking. They know the type of people you defend. They know the type of people you take care of and are related to. So it costs us, like she said, a whole bunch of opportunities because of the company we tend to keep as a collective.
Right.
That's
You
why.
see, there's a dust bunny. There's a dust bunny in the dust bucket in the private chat.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. I told y'all, I'm sexy as hell. These
Yeah,
Dusties love sexy black women.
it's
They
true.
really,
She's
really do.
beautiful.
They just can't have us. Are we talking about SGOTI?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
You want me to bounce them up out of here?
Yes.
Watch this shit. Hello, are you a Dusty?
Of course.
Oh, now you a pussy. Because you won't speak?
He's both.
I tried to give you Dusty, but now you're acting like a pussy. And it's getting worse.
Pickles and jelly is so funny.
So you sat back here. I don't know what you back in the back chat typing, but now you're being a pussy. Stop fucking with the divested women. And I told you I will make y'all a list of people that like y'all. All right. So I'm finna bounce your dumb ass from up here and have a great one.
Take your little dick and carry on.
Don't make no damn sense.
Listen,
Anyway, y'all, I'm
listen.
fixing to get my go ahead and say what you
Okay.
got to say, because then
Okay.
I'm gonna get my ass from up here.
All right. All right. Just final comments, because I didn't have much to say, but and shout out to Miss C. When I worked in the club that was white, and they did white, Asian, Latin, some black nights. I didn't tell like any black any dusties that I met. I never told them I bartend. They're like, oh, what do you do on the weekend? I'd lie. I'm like, oh, I work coat check. I do private banquets. Seriously, I didn't tell them because I don't want them to know because I don't want you showing up at my workplace thinking that you can get a drink. No, not at all.
For free at that.
Exactly. I mean, oh my God. And then oh my God, there was an out of town client that knew somebody at the club, and they're like, oh yeah, she works here too. Why did he tell his little cousin? And his little cousin was like, he's like, oh, my cousin likes you, thinks you're cute. Well, and take you out on a date. And this is when I was still dealing with them. I was young. Don't hate me. Okay. So, yeah, he was like, yeah, my cousin told me you work at a nightclub. We can go out. I'm like, you want to take me out on a date? Let's not talk about my work. Oh no, I mean, I can come see you at the nightclub. No, you can't. And he got upset. And I'm just like, do I come to your job and sit with you for 3 hours? Why do you think you can do that with mine? No.
And then not want to even tip or want to just give you $5 for sitting there the whole night.
Listen. Like I said, I'm not a dancer. I was bartender. And can we? Me and Miss C both lying because we work in similar industries yet different industries? We're not lying. We are not lying. Okay. We are not lying. I mean, really, I would tell my friends, my girlfriends, please don't tell them where I work.
Damn.
I mean, whatever. But you know what? Shout out to all the dancers. Shout out to all the dancers that came through after their shift was in and tipped me. Because you know what? That's how I bought my first property. Thank you. Bless y'all. Hello.
Period.
Yeah, I love all the divested women. I don't give a fuck what you do for a living. As long as you ain't supporting no motherfucking Dusty, you are right with me. It's on you unapologetically critical.
Well, we established that no woman should ever get on her knees for any man, especially black men. Right. And honestly, y'all, just stop caring about what these motherfuckers got to say because their words mean nothing. They have nothing to show. Like, they've been alive how long? They still have nothing to show. Conquering men. They're pussy boys. What else? Like, I don't know. I just hate them. But y'all know that already. So.
She said, I don't know. I just hate them. You have every right to hate them too.
Seriously.
Because, listen, we talked about this behind the wall. Don't let people tell you who you can't hate. If any group of women have a reason to hate the men that, are their so-called counterparts, black women come first with that. So there's a million reasons. If we start naming them, we'll be up here for another hour, and that's a fact. So it is on you, Trinity. If you're still here,
I'm
baby
here.
girl.
She's trolling the nigga.
Yes, she's going in.
I'm sorry, I was typing. Hold on real quick. Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say anymore at this point. I mean, I just don't get it. Like, you guys should just see black men for who they are and what they're telling you. It's like nobody has to go out of their way. And the thing is, black women shouldn't even have to make channels about black men because they're already showing you who they are.
That's a fact.
It is what it is. Like, nobody should have to keep showing you or telling you to divest because it's like black men are already telling you to divest. They've already told you that they don't owe you nothing. They already told you that you're not desirable and that you're too masculine for them and that you're this, that, and the third, and how your genetics, which you cannot control, is undesirable and too nappy. So at the end of the day, just look at it for what it is. And, for the divested women, I would recommend you guys just falling back and focusing on yourselves and do not become divested mammies. And by trying being a warrior at trying to get other grown women to divest, because that's something that they're going to have to make on their own. And if they don't want to make it, that's on them. You can only take a horse to the river, but you can't make them drink it. So that's all I have to say.
The mammy's gonna steal the damn horse hair, but hey, that's a whole nother topic.
Right. Love you guys.
Love you too, baby. You still there, Elle?
I'm in his house still.
Uh-oh. You know you turned into a 90s rapper when we wrapping up.
Sure do.
I'm into his house. I'm Audi 5,000. Go ahead.
Oh, I really don't have much to say. I just want to say I love y'all. Be more selfish. Um, go buy some coffee and tea. And I only care about black women and girls. Y'all know what the fuck it is.
She tickle me every time. Pickles and jelly, you want to close out or am I ready to drag? Who gonna go? Because you know I'm getting ready to drag.
I can close out. Um, so please stay out of our spaces, black men. Don't come into, don't even look, don't even glare your beady little eyes, because I'm going to eat you up. I'm a hell of a troll, okay? Stay away.
Thank you, Pickles and Jelly. She is too funny. Missy, you want to close? Are you good or what's up?
Divesta, I actually have a question for
Yes,
you because
ma'am. I'm here for the questions. I love the questions.
don't you live in Georgia?
I do.
Okay, I went to college for fashion and I do want to move, but I'm just too skeptical about going to Atlanta. So, have you traveled to any other places in like Texas or up north that you would suggest is safe for a black woman? Because Atlanta, that crime just is getting there.
Yeah, it's increased a hell of a lot and it's not going to stop because I told y'all this fall the benefits, quote unquote, are going away and there's going to be a lot more desperate people out here. And I didn't just say Dusty's, they mammy's going to be desperate too because they spent up a lot of that money that they shouldn't have. A lot of them are going to be going to prison also for them PPP loans they shouldn't have been getting. That's a whole nother story. But if you do come to Georgia, like I've said on here before, if you stand in the middle of Atlanta and drive an hour and a half in either direction, you can get rid of the stuff that you're talking about. I live an hour and a half away from Atlanta, and thank God. But other than that, my only other experience is in upstate New York in certain places in
Okay, 'cause
upstate.
I
So
would
it's
love to go to
cold,
New
but
York.
say that again.
I would love to go to New York. I went there for Fashion Week 1 year, and it's really nice up there. It's just really expensive, and I'm pretty much on my own at this point in my life.
Well,
But thank you.
upstate is not expensive, but the
Okay.
what is it called? The city is very expensive. Upstate not so much. Just stay away from the parts of town that have streets named like MLK.
I feel you. I feel you. I already know.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Missy,
Please stay in touch, Miss
can I
C.
can I say something to Miss C real quick?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if you get anywhere on the Metro North where there's not that many Dusties, check the town, check the town stats or whatever. If you can get there, you near a Metro North line, then you can get to NYC real fast, and you can conduct your fashion business there. I don't know if you sell, I don't know if you design or whatever. If you sell, there's like wholesale there. If you design, there's schools there. There's also Fashion Week. You know what I'm saying? Just you know what I'm saying. So I mean,
Yes,
just
ma'am.
yeah. When you think of that, DZ, can I be added to the Discord, please?
Yes, ma'am. Inbox me on Patreon and I got you. I promise.
I will, ma'am. Thank you so much. And thank you, Miss C, and thank you, panel, and thank you, ladies. I love
Thank
y'all.
you, panel, because
Yeah.
y'all are really sweet, really not judgmental, and just really welcome. And I'm just glad that y'all let me come up here and tell my piece. Thank you so much.
We enjoyed you.
We want down divested black women.
Somebody asked how is Savannah, Georgia these days? It's hood, it's gutter, it's trash. It's trash. They just got more seafood. That's it. That's it.
You know they love their seafood.
Girl. The police is they not playing with their ass either. I love the Savannah police. All right.
Good.
Love them. But yeah, y'all. I guess it's on me. Let's see what the community is doing. As per usual, nothing productive. We started out talking about Jody Turner Smith. See, they're distracting me because they're looking real. Remember the blood pressure pants? But anyway, even if Jodie Turner Smith made a whole to-do, a whole party, a whole get-together, televised it, broadcast it, put it on social media, whatever, and said, tonight I'm getting ready to propose to my man. Even if she did that and filmed it, it would still be better than your run-of-the-mill Dusty. We have varying opinions on should women be proposing. Sometimes yes, sometimes not, sometimes whatever, just depend on the circumstance. But generally, Blackistan said that women can propose. What you showed with this Jodie Turner Smith situation is that you're jealous of the man. You're jealous of him because he's conquered you. You're jealous of him because he will always, always be on top. I don't know what the hoteps are talking about. There's not going to be a day where Blackistan rises and they take over. It's not happening. Stop lying. It's never happened, never will happen. And if it did happen, I'd have to find another planet to move to, because you know what it looks like when y'all take over stuff. Corruption, the women suffer, the children are hungry, agriculture suffer. It's just a clusterfuck of shit. But if you're going to have an idea about what should be happening, proposals, who shouldn't be proposing, and that type of shit, stand 10 toes down on what you said. You said it was okay for black women to propose because men are the prize. Well, then, goddammit, Josh was a man, huh? Is he not the prize? You just upset that she didn't ask you to. Marriage, a lot of times, it's not about so much being in love. It's a business proposition. It's who's going to get my money in the event that I am no longer, who's going to sire my children, who's going to do the legacy. Those type of things, you guys don't have any of it. So therefore, you shouldn't be worrying about who's proposing to who, because you ain't got shit, and you know it. Jodie, I'm sorry that you did that, but hey, if you're happy, do your thing. Blackistan, be happy for Jodie. She went after the prize. Good night. See y'all in the Discord.
Is this a minstrel show?
Girl.